In their YouTube, just walking out to check the pigs, seeing how they're all doing. We've had a lot of stuff go on lately. The trail yesterday, I had to haul a bunch of sand and try and fix it. As you can remember, this was getting everything that we have stuck. So now it's a little bit better. Once we get to a point to where I can spend a good amount of time on it and put the felt down that I have and put gravel on top, then I'll never have to do it again, which that'll probably be the next couple weeks. The pigs are doing phenomenal. You can start to see further and further every day, which is awesome, because these saplings and tag elders and, you know, for habitat for birds and stuff to hide in, they're great. But if you want to look through your property, they just take up room. But as you can see, like, that's a whole section the pigs uprooted. You know, that's amazing. That's awesome. That's a whole chunk I don't have to do. So good on them. They can keep doing their thing. We've had Adam with Blade Works out here the last 2 days. He's gotten a ton done. Bad thing is spring, wet, so skiddy keeps getting stuck everywhere. But basically what we have back here is 27 acres, and those 27 acres are going to turn into I think 9 different containment areas. So Adam's gone through and he's got a forestry mulcher on the front of his skiddy. So we'll take and go take a peek at one of the trails he's got. Yeah, he got buried, I think, Friday 3 times. Which, when the ground's wet, it is what it is. But he's been doing an awesome job. So the back 27 acres on the other side of the creek is all, I say unusable, but I mean we use it, we grouse hunt it, we hunt it. It's just not, don't mind the jumping around going through trees. It's just not utilized for any productive purposes. It's just forestry land. So now we have these cut all the way through. The boys are all stoked because they are everywhere on their dirt bikes now. But these are going to be new runs for pig fences. And then we will be able to basically cycle all those pigs through 9 different pens throughout the course of a summer, so they'll never get back to the original pen, which is going to be pretty slick. Yeah, I had to drive my truck down there. I got that winch for the truck, so Adam was stuck, so I drove back there. But we were able to have the skid steer use the tilt hydraulics to pull himself forward with some chains and a big tree. Yeah, but you can see Adam has done a phenomenal job. I think, what did he say he had? Maybe 20 hours in right now, maybe? I could be wrong. I'm just kind of going off what I recall of the numbers that Adam has said, or the hours that he's been running. But as you can see, that's going to be a huge improvement. The last handful of days, I've been cutting a lot of lumber on the sawmill, getting used to that, because that's something new. And for the most part, relatively easy. Now, granted, I'm not an expert sawer by any means, but anything I'm going to use this wood for, it'll be fine and perfect. So I really don't care. Yeah, so in the last 2 days, I think I've cut 4 logs up. And this is going from no sawmill experience. I've tried to rip logs with a chainsaw, and that was just a wavy disaster. I mean, I accomplished it, but it was not pretty. But so that's the pile I got done between 2 afternoons. Those are all oak, 1 inch thick. All the top ones are going to be for floorboards, either for a deer shack or for Amy wants to build a step-up area around her hot tub, so we can use that. And then I saved a couple of big thick slabs, and then the whole bottom, those are 1/2 inch. I think they were 1/2 inch by 8 or by 10 by 9 foot or something. So those will work awesome for the inside of one of the shacks instead of using car siding or something where they, you know, if I can get it off our trees here, why would I have to go buy it? Which is kind of the thing, the whole purpose. So I'm gonna pause here, get her uncovered, and kind of show you what we got going on. So we ended up buying the HM 130 Max. It can cut a 30-inch slab at approximately 7 inches deep. I went with this one because, as you can see, this secondary lever right here, I bought the lap siding attachment. So if you see that whole chain drive gear system, so instead of, I looked at a lot of them, and instead of having to move the cant and lift the cant, now I can just angle the power head, which in my eyes makes way more sense for, I mean, basically just simplicity. Don't really have to do a whole lot. You don't have to do anything with the cant. You just angle the band, and then your next cut you'll unangle the band, which is awesome. So I can't wait to get some use of that. But we went with this one for that reason, and it's got electric start. I did not want to sit and screw with trying to get this thing to start in the winter, because then I would be less prone to using it, because everything with a motor at some point becomes hard to start, and then you're wrenching on it, which is fine. It comes with the territory. But electric start, you get a little bit more it'll start in less favorable conditions, because you're not the one yanking on the cord, so your aspect of getting tired doesn't come into play. So that's the new toy. We're gonna saw some logs here in a little bit. We got to put a new chicken coop floor in. We got to fix our pig run. We made a pig run the other day, failed epically. Had 2 pigs escape, but then we got them back in. I mean, they don't really escape, they just lifted the fence, ran out, and then they came back. You know, they know where the food is. They were never more than a block away from their pen. And here's all the piggers, just being lazy, just being lazy. I'm actually surprised they're up here in the sun and they haven't made their way down to the water hole. Those mangalitas have found their way to some water, but down past Nick's deer shack there's water down that whole way at the bottom. So yeah, I don't know if you've seen the this is the first group of chickens that we hatched out from our they're getting huge. I don't know if you guys can see them. We've just kind of got them trapped in here for now, and then I'll be gone for the next 2 days. But then when I come back, we're gonna release them to the rest of the release them with the rest of the chickens, let them do their thing. Yeah, so that's about an update. You guys all have a wonderful day, and see you later.